This is that one song that you heard so many times, and every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song. But then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry. Yeah. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with that gang, gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast gon' ahead, stand up, put that glass and hands up. Gang, 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 we famed up, got that change, we bagged up. Crew love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm Weezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick I'm queasy, whoa. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Hard time to shine, wifey is fine. I'm doing fine, glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang.
Good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sentence. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sentence.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808 had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sentence. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sentence.
yeah, hey, look what I got. New whip with no top. Cooking up no stove top. Ice cold, no snowdrop. Big budget ass, big facts. Big money in the contract. Been running no contact. New record with the new tracks. Yeah, they been sending me new plaques. I don't really need new plaques. Nah, big rock with the suplex. Yeah, new rock got a new flex. Yeah, I'm current, I'm a new trend. Now boys with the full scent. Yeah, like I said, no new friends. We don't really need new friends.
Good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagons. Big tax on my big pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred in the G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Coming in hot. Oh, this looks juicy. There's a lot going on here.
I'm seeing stars.
Hit Nico Cotto.
My nipples.
Looks like Tess Hornaday.
I'm fucking proud of myself.
You might want to get your thyroid checked.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Swole Norm.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 3072 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustus, hustles, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. And today's episode, the Beastcast, is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everesting K2, flexing on all you Fam, hashtag swole season, and look at this. Tessie is back. Tessie is no longer, she got rid of her hair. She's back to the natural because the falcon, he liketh to plow, and finally he laid those talons into all Tess Hornaday here. So congratulations on the happy couple. Let's get into today's episode. Drop in the comments, what are you smashing today? Hashtag swole season for a chance to win today's swole card. We'll give it away at the end of today's episode. And of course, head on over to swolenormousx.com and join the fam today, because if you want to start swole season, if you want to start the 90-day dash, if you want to start maximum swole, swole mastery, if you want to start one of our amazing programs like Scorched Earth, you can get access to all of them for one low monthly price over there at swolenormousx.com. We got monthly and annual memberships. And plus, we have the Swolenormous app that is launching soon, which is going to be fucking awesome. So finishing touches coming up on that. So members will get first access to that. And you don't want second access. You want first access. You want early access. So join the fam, swolenormousx.com. And of course, check out all the Halloween merch over at papaswolio.com. Today I am rocking the Franken-Swolio Go to the Fucking Gym. What a great design. And you get 20% off all new releases, and we have a lot of new releases. And this coming Monday is going to be extra awesome. So you can pick up some final Halloween nip covers. And plus, we're going to be doing some big specials coming up because of the holiday season. So don't nobody go nowhere. We're going to do some other special offers if you missed the last buy one, get one 50% off. And pick up some good nip covers for the holiday season, because you know the holiday season with snowstorms and with shipping and items selling out because of people getting stuff for Christmas and so on and so forth. So go and jump on that. So let's get into some Swole fan posts. We'll take some questions, and of course we'll go balls deep. So first, let's get into that tip.
What's in the box?
Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, hit the like button, subscribe, rumble.com/thedailySwole, and of course, leave a 5-star review on Spotify and Apple Podcast. If you have not yet left a review, please do so. Even if you like to watch the show all the time, leaving a review helps tremendously, because it gets suggested to a lot more people if people leave 5-star reviews. So if you enjoy the show and you watch on the regular, listen on the regular, leave a review. on Spotify or Apple Podcast. It helps tremendously, even if you like to listen on a different podcast app. Just log into that, drop a review, because it helps a lot. And thank you so much for doing so. Let's get into the first Swole Fam post. Are you ready?
What's in the box?
First one is from Cody. Cody says, hey, today is day 1 of the 90-day dash. I like to look ahead and try to plan accordingly as I have a small chunk of time to work out. I have a question about the single leg squat to row. I don't have a low pulley machine to perform that movement. What's a good alternative to the machine? Use a band. So anytime you have in the 90-day dash, if you're not aware, there's a stabilization section because it's an all levels program. So it's going to hit muscles and target body parts and bring up a lot of weaknesses that's going to prepare you for heavier strength training, which you have later on the 90-day dash in phase 2 and 3. And of course, our other programs like Swole Season and Maximum Swole, it's more geared towards hypertrophy. So if that's your goal, and I recommend that it is to build muscle, you want to make sure that you are focusing on the stabilization. So it's not about getting jacked in the beginning of the 90-day dash. It's about setting that foundation. So a good alternative to the machine is to use a band. Use a band. So if you don't have that, grab a band, wrap it around the post of a door, anchor it in the door, anchor it around a post of your squat rack if you have one. There's a lot of different ways to do it. So if you want to follow up on the live stream, Cody, or inside the Telegram chat or the Facebook group, feel free to do so. But a band is a great alternative to a cable machine because it's not about how much you lift. You're not trying to put on an entire freaking massive stack. You're trying to get the gluteus medius activated, get a lot of that stabilization. You're integrating Swolga for the first time. So there's more important things in that phase than hypertrophy. And plus, you don't build muscle right away when you start the program. Any program takes a little bit. So we create that foundation, and then as you move forward, then you start to load properly or load for hypertrophy and strength. Sniper Viking, Papa Solio. Sup peeps? Been a long-term member of Papa Swolio for a long time. Stopped working out about 5 years ago after some bad experiences. But I'm back here now and ready to just destroy my muscles. Well, let's not destroy your muscles. Let's build muscle, and welcome back. Very vague, but an interesting kind of elusive comment. But we're happy to have you back, so that's good news. Mike says, from the accountability text this past week, I'm focused on nutrition and consistency. I was involved in a car accident last week and was slightly injured and really stressed out. Let things get loose in my diet. Focusing on these will help me maintain my routine and stay on track despite the challenges I'm facing. Tough love coming. Look, sorry to hear about your car accident. A lot of times that's not your fault, or if it's not your fault, that sucks. But why, when people get injured, they get into an accident, they just let their diet go to fuck? I don't get it. I can't process it. I appreciate the text. You're on the right track, Mike, so good for you. You're doing right. I'm just raging a little bit on the concept. I got stressed out and I just ate shit. What the fuck? What the fuck? Eat the right food. Eat the quality food. Fuel yourself. That's not even an option. Don't even think of that as an option. I know Mike's not going to anymore. Right, Mike? Right. Okay. Good rage. Let's get on the emails. If you're not on the email list, go to makeemailswoleagain.com. It's free. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. Makeemailswoleagain.com to get on the email list. We got 2 emails here. This one, I'm not sure what the second one is in response to, but it's a good response. So I'm not sure what the title email was in responding to, but this one's from Jana, and it's responding to the "if you want results, don't wait." Jana says, Papa Swolio, I wanted to write to you yesterday. I really like your emails. It gets me to want to do more. I'm sorry, but can't get the membership right now. Working on my agility and movement on my own, a bit of walking, cycling, and climbing. Working on myself a bit slower because I have to accept and love myself as I am. I want to get healthy with loving every part of the journey. This is what's working for me. I just wanted to say hi and tell someone that I'm going on a 70-kilometer hike, and I'm so excited to go and be alone with no social media, no distraction, only me, my head, and heart getting over some bullshit. Have a great day. Hope you're doing okay. Will tell you if I saw a bear, wolf, or if I die or not, ... Who knows? Jesus Christ, Jana, that just got dark. So let me good for you. It sounds like you're getting your head screwed on right and getting focused. I appreciate you sending the email. Not everyone's going to be able to join the Swole fam officially for membership. I get that, but appreciate you and totally fine listening to the podcast, responding to emails. Appreciate you being a part of the greater Swole fam. Let me just say, I hope you're not doing a 40 or 50 mile hike. I'm going to convert kilometers to freedom units. Don't do that alone. I mean, 50, that's a long fucking hike. Are you camping? You need to have emergency services or GPS. Make sure your water, hydration. People get lost and die from exposure, twist your ankle, you can't get back. Just make sure that you're doing it safely. I mean, like, tell people, like, don't just tell me because I don't know where you are. Tell someone, it's very dangerous. A lot of times people don't realize, like, oh, it's fine, there's no this. And they twist their ankle and they can't walk. And then, that's it. This sounds like the start of a Netflix movie. So just be careful. I'm not a fan of that email, to be honest. So you're like, hope you're doing okay. Like, I'm getting over some bullshit. We'll tell you if I saw a bear, wolf, or if I die. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Tim, this email says thanks in the title. All right. Tim says, I work out consistently and take a rest break twice a week. Some days I don't want to work out. And then I see a reel, like Instagram, for example, an Instagram reel telling me to go to the fucking gym. Hey, those are my videos. I've lost 101 pounds so far. Thanks for the push. It really helps. Wow, look at this picture. I received the best news of all. Today I had a doctor appointment. The doctor has cut my blood pressure meds in half and predicted that in the next couple of months I may be off blood pressure meds altogether. Thank you to the team and Papa. The methodology and the 7 pillars work. Happy Pinky is home. Tim, why, thank you so much. She certainly is home. She's right here, actually. The little monkey. Yo, that is a great picture. Look at that. Different person. Good for you, Tim. Thank you so much for sharing. Holy crap, dude. Handsome dude. Look at that salt and pepper, mustache, and beard. Dude, look at that goatee. It's not a beard, it's a goatee, but rocking it. Look at that dude. Different person. Different person. So on the left here, he's hiking and stuff, obviously, but man, his stomach, it looks like it's bursting out of that. Look, it's so different. Wow, that's amazing. That's fantastic. Lost 101 pounds. Good for you. Matt says jacked Santa. Ooh. Hey, Tim. Loretta's asking, is he single? Oh.
Because stickers?
Hey. All right. All right, Tim. Yeah, we'll get you on the Swole Mates app here. The Swole fam. We are connecting. Literally connecting. Get on onlyswole.com. Look at you guys. Look at you guys. Congratulations, Loretta. Congratulations, you two. Little lovebirds. Now, good stuff. All right. Let's get into some questions. If you have questions, hashtag AskPapaSwolio. Hit the thumbs up button and share the show with your friends. Let's get into the first question. If you have a live question, hashtag AskPapaSwolio will answer it in the live stream. So drop that in the comments. All right. Especially if you're on YouTube and not seeing comments, just follow on Rumble. Make sure you watch on Rumble. I'm not sure how much longer we're going to be streaming on YouTube. So Asher Fallen 25. What is the best way to build your biceps? Increase reps or increase weight for given reps. Heavy curls. Preacher curls are great. Face away cable curls are great. Dumbbell curls are good. There's a lot of great curling. Elbow flexion is very simple, but the best way is to increase the weight over time. You got to do it. Progressive overload. All right. Avocado chips with like 3 S's, for fuck's sake. Workout for bigger ass. You mean glutes? It's a muscle. Glutes are a muscle. 45-degree banded hypers. So fantastic. Glutes have great leverage for the progressive overload and the progressive resistance of a band. Hip bridges, Bulgarian split squats can be great for step ups and stuff, can be great for the glutes. And even certain types of wider stance, kind of RDL, deep squat, deadlift type positions can isolate the glutes if you know what you're doing. even things like kickbacks, like a kickback machine or ankle weights can be also great, but as long as you're doing it properly, because there's certain ways where you can focus on hip extension. RDLs are great. Not stiff leg deadlifts, but RDLs, bending your knees as you go back, bend your knees more, are great. Hip hinge, strong hip hinge exercise. Lord of the Short. What do you think about cannabis and training? I don't think much about it. If some people like to do it and they feel, and you look, if you're progressively overloading, I think some people can benefit from that in terms of, let's say, joint pain, this, that, and the other. I think there's a difference between taking a gummy or using some CBD versus getting blasted and trying to lift. There's a lot of downsides to it as well. And of course, there's a lot of differences. I'm not an expert on all the different strains and shit like that, but I really don't care. If you're progressively overloading, then you only have the potential side effects of the other aspects of it. But if you're progressively overloading, you could build muscle. I think there's some estrogenic effects from marijuana and things like that. So I don't think much of it. People are going to do what they're going to do, but just make sure that you are taking care of yourself in every other manner too. Musfar Hussein, 69. Papa Swolio, I am doing cardio exercises. It's right. That's not a question.
Matt Damon.
That's not even, if there was a question mark, it wouldn't even be a coherent question. So don't even know. Your Mom's House 1992 on Rumble. Ask Papa Swolio. I can blast my arms and they'll fatigue, but I never get a pump and can't seem to round out the head. Any suggestions? Well, you don't need a pump. A pump is not required for muscle growth. Fatigue is not required for muscle growth. Progressive overload is required. So blasting your arms isn't required. Increasing the weight over time. So round out the head, you mean of the biceps? Are you doing preacher curls? Are you progressively overloading? Are you recovering enough? If you're fatiguing too much and you're just doing blasting, then you might not be recovering. Very small muscles. You don't need to do a ton of volume for them. So getting a pump is irrelevant for muscle growth. Gorab X22RE. Give me some motivation for success. Go to the fucking gym. Kotsos Charalabo. Is it healthy to eat raw eggs? It all comes down to the quality of the eggs. Pasture-raised eggs. I've never had a problem with eggs. I've had many, many raw eggs in my life. If I have eggs, I recommend, like, raw yolk is the most important thing. If you're cooking eggs, you don't want to be scrambling eggs. You're just cooking the shit out of it. That's like a well-done steak. So over easy, if anything, sunny side up. But I think raw yolks are great. I've never had an issue with raw eggs. If you like raw eggs, you get high-quality eggs, you have your own chickens. I don't see any problem with it. Of course, there's no problem until you have a problem, but I'm just saying I've had thousands of raw eggs in my life and I've never had any kind of issue. So people are like, you get salmonella. Well, if you're eating sick animals raw and you're not cleaning eggs and they're just garbage, then yeah, you might have problems, but I've never had problems. Healthy, I think it's relative. You might have, if you have a ton of raw eggs, you might have some, I think the albumin or something, or some aspect of the egg white can inhibit, or the biotin or something can inhibit absorption. So, but raw egg yolks are totally fine if you're making your own ice cream or mixing it into like soup or different stuff like that. Yeah, raw yolks on egg or burger patty is fantastic. So you can, like, having a steak and putting like a couple, sunny side up or raw egg yolk can be great. So you can experiment with that. But again, it comes down to the quality of the egg. So for example, I eat grass-fed and finished raw beef liver. I wouldn't do that with low quality beef liver. So I think it's just relative to the quality of the farm and where you're getting it from. Your Mom's House, following up on the biceps comment. I meant that over the last 10 or so years, no matter what I do, I can't get the bicep head to round out. I do preachers and progressive overload. I don't know what you mean rounding out. You mean that can just be genetic, but also do you mean like the thickness of the bicep? Because you can work on the brachialis and stuff with preacher hammer curls and stuff like that. Different reverse curls can be good, but you might it could be a different strength profile you need doing preacher curls with a cable. So you're loading, the important thing about preachers is that it's loading the highest leverage aspect of the biceps when the elbow is more extended. So you might want to you can try incline curls. That might make you might feel that a little bit more. You might just have to change the exercise and the style of what you're doing. If you're always doing free weights, pick a machine. You can sometimes leverage and change the strength profile and maybe target them a little bit more. A lot of stuff is genetic. It's where the muscle insertions are. Everyone's going to be a little bit different. You know, some people have very high calves. Some people have lower, thicker calves. Some people have longer bicep bellies. You ever see people that like flex and they have like a really short bicep, or they have a long tendon? They don't have like full muscle bellies. Like I have like longer muscle, like genetically muscle bellies that like a lower insertion. Some people have more tendon. So a lot of this, like how it looks at the end, is genetic in terms of the muscle insertions, but doesn't mean you can't improve what you have. But you can't change like, hey, I'm going to get rid of all this tendon. It's like you kind of are born with what you have and you just have to maximize it. All right. Any questions at the buzzer? Last chance. No more questions. All right. We're going to go balls deep. We're going balls deep. We'll take as many questions as we got. If we don't got questions, we got one more. I just saw one more in YouTube pop up. Projector, how are scrambled eggs worse? Ain't it just egg yolk mixed with whites? I'm saying you're cooking the shit out of the egg yolks. I personally don't think that egg yolks should be overcooked like that. So it's the equivalent of having a well-done steak. So I'm not saying it's objectively worse. You're gonna be like, oh, well, it has the same kind of nutrients. But anytime you're adding heat to an environment, you're increasing like the reactions with, you know, the elements inside, and may or may not make some of the vitamins or minerals. It might denature the protein some. I'm just not as much of a fan of overcooked eggs in that sense. So I personally think you're going to get more nutrients, and it's better for you if you have sunny side up or over easy. That's my personal opinion. It's the same thing, same reason why I wouldn't like singe a steak and make it cardboard. You can imagine how it might be harder to digest, but you might find that you digest things better if you cook them a little bit more. I'm not saying you're not going to get the protein, I'm not saying you're not going to get the quality of the fats, but anytime you're cooking or adding more heat to a product or a food, it does increase reactions inside. And so it might, and it can affect the nutrient quality. In some cases, it can improve digestibility, and sometimes it can make it more challenging. You might find if you have a well-done steak, it's harder to chew, it might be hard on your stomach. So I'm not saying that eating scrambled eggs, but a lot of people have this experience. I'm sure you guys do too. You might have hard-boiled eggs. Hard-boiled eggs might give you gas, but then you scramble them, you feel fine. Or you have them over easy, but then if you know, so sometimes people have different reactions. Or you have raw eggs, it might give you this, and because they're different. They're different states of, right? If you have a raw egg, it's different than if you scramble it, wouldn't you say? It's not literally the same. Alex, pop us on this topic of eggs. Last question. What are your thoughts on soft-boiled eggs? They're softer than hard-boiled eggs. So anytime you're doing these things, I would recommend less cooked than more. So soft boiled rather than like cooking the shit out of it. So my recommendation in terms of eggs, I forget exactly how when I do it, I put the cold filtered water over the eggs, maybe a little bit of salt, and then I put them on the stove, cover them, bring them to a boil. And then once they're brought to a boil, I turn off they're covered. I turn off, or I leave it uncovered and boil. Yeah. And then I remove it from the heat and cover it and leave it for like 8 minutes so they don't overcook. And then they're just like perfect. Then you put them under cold water and it'll contract them away from the shell, and they're so good. And sometimes eggs can be gnarly in terms of peeling. Sometimes it's better than others, but you can experiment. But that way I figured out how you don't overcook them. If you bring it to a boil and then remove it from the heat and let it sit on top of the water. I make some good soft-boiled eggs. That might be hard-boiled, technically. Whatever. I like them sunny side up. All right, fam, balls deep. Here we go. Pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3.
Emotional, damn it.
Good questions. Plus, we have overtime tomorrow with a brand new Driving While Gaining. You guys gonna love it. It's a good one. Join the fam today. Get access to all the overtime and the uncensored content. Jennifer says number 3. This one's called Fat Unhealthy Rhetoric. Holy crazy fuck guys.
Stop disguising your fat phobia as a concern for the health of fat people. If you
Look, If you're fat and you're not healthy, you don't need my help. That's just the way you are. You don't want to be healthy. You don't need my help. You're just doing it yourself. That's not my fat phobia. All I have to do is exercise and not eat cake. I'm not fat, so I don't have to be afraid of it. I just am not. I take care of myself. Problem solved.
We're actually concerned with our health, you wouldn't be fat phobic.
I love how this is my fault. If I was actually concerned with your health, I wouldn't be fat phobic. How about I take care of my health, you don't, and you're blaming everyone but yourself. You're fat for your fat fucking reasons. I don't want to be fat. Why? I don't want to be healthy. I don't want to die young. I don't want to have trouble getting off the toilet or wiping my asshole or getting out of breath walking up a flight of stairs. How about that? That's not fat phobia. That's just logic and common sense. But hey, no one's stopping you from being a fat fuck, are they? Obviously.
Be fat phobic. Instead of repeating the fat equals unhealthy rhetoric.
It's not rhetoric. It's just fact. This makes me miss Harambe. Harambe died for you.
The little rascal has spirit.
You would actually call it out when you see it. Because not only is it not true, it dissuades those of us who are fat from seeking healthcare. And
what? So me telling you that being fat is unhealthy is dissuading a fat person from seeking healthcare? Look, it's not healthcare. It's sick care. This whole apparatus is not designed to get you healthy. It's designed to get you on a prescription subscription. So if you don't want to go to the doctor, then don't go to the fucking doctor. You won't have to go to the doctor if you take care of yourself. If you're going to the doctor all the time, it's because you're unhealthy.
Medical fat phobia decreases the quality of the health care that we receive when
being a fat ass decreases your health. So solve the problem. You don't need the effect.
we do seek it. Yeah. Medical fat phobia, that exists because our society is fat phobic.
You are fat.
So if you care about my health or
I care about it so much as I'm just telling you the truth. I don't care. Look, I'm just gonna be honest. Do I care if this individual gets healthy? I don't. Like a very small fraction, because I doubt she will. Like, do I care? I don't know who she is aside from this stupid video that has to fuck my eye holes and ear holes. I don't care. I don't care. As far, my taxes are paying for her diabetes medication, but I don't really give a shit. It's natural selection. This is going to work itself out. Sick, unhealthy people are removing themselves from the gene pool. So on an evolutionary scale, this helps humanity. As we evolve to these new environments and all this new food and new technology and more sedentary lifestyle, the people that are healthy are going to move forward in the span of life. So it's up to you. I don't really care. If I care about your health, you don't care about facts. So how can I actually, I can't help you. You have to help yourself. And if you don't believe in facts, then you're not living on planet Earth. You irrational twat.
The health of any fat person, if you truly care, then fight fat phobia.
Struggle session. Fight fat phobia. No, how about just don't eat Twinkies and stop going to Krispy Kreme?
Go around repeating fat phobic stereotypes.
A fat phobic stereotype? What, being fat is unhealthy? That's not a stereotype. That's just fact. So again, you don't want to live in reality? That's not my problem. All right, dumb bitch. Dumb bitch. I can't say it nicely. I keep thinking, hey, I'm going to talk nicely and just let the soundboard speak. I can't. What a fucking idiot. I can't. Number 2, Sheena. Let's go with Sheena. Number 2, to the corner. Ooh, this is called Dr. Tip. If I was a doctor, if I was a gynecologist, my nickname would be Dr. Tip. All right, Dr. Tip. Here we go. Let's, I have an appointment with Dr. Tip. Yeah. First name, Just.
A really quick tip if your doctor is just telling you all your issues are because you're fat. I'm a fat and
I'm a fat. Yeah, you are fat and you're in eyeglasses apparently. If your doctor is telling you all your issues are because you're fat, this is the problem. People are like, all my issues are because I'm fat. You're fat because of all your terrible habits. And yeah, your health problems are a result of all your terrible habits. So all your terrible habits have led you to being fat and having these other problems. Ugh.
my metabolic panel is literally perfect, the doctors say.
Hard. Yeah, I don't buy that. Your metabolic panel is literally perfect. Man, I cannot doubt that more. And again, what does mainstream sick care think is healthy? If you look at what mainstream sick care, what they think is healthy, right? The lower cholesterol, the better. Like, we know that's not good. So a lot of these health panels aren't actually testing or being interpreted properly. Okay.
But I have heard, that everything is weight related. For years I was told that my knees were bad because of my weight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Your knees are bad because of your lack of fitness, your lack of exercise, because of your excessive body weight, your lack of muscle, your lack of proper nutrition, probably tons of inflammation. Yeah, exactly. It's because of everything.
My knees are bad because I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. My femoral anteversion is 30 degrees in the hips.
Right. So, I have this syndrome and I have a higher Q angle, greater Q angle. So your knee, I guess, again, lifting weights and strengthening the muscles and working on femoral abduction, all this stuff would fix the problems. But no, I have this. I suffer from this. Gotcha.
Which is what a newborn is, which gives me tibial torsion in my knees. And so I had no cartilage left by the time I was 30.
Right. So you didn't exercise and take care of yourself and do the proper things. I'm not saying everyone will know this or expose themselves to this, but when you don't move properly for 30 years, you're going to have problems. When you eat garbage for 30, 40, 50 years and don't exercise, you're going to have diabetes. You're going to have all these problems.
And constant repeat subluxations and dislocations.
Hyperlaxity is a thing.
It wasn't because I was fat. So
it was both. You don't think that being fat won't increase the pressure and the tibial torsion and all these other issues? Yeah, of course it will.
So something I came up with to challenge doctors is don't even argue with them over it because they're biased.
So these people are like, they're realizing, these doctors don't necessarily know what they're talking about, but they understand that. But they listen to the this is was it Gelman amnesia? But the doctors are right. Believe the science. Believe everything about transing kids and giving them puberty blockers and the vaccines are safe, 100% safe and effective. We'll believe that, but not about the fat. Right? Very selective. We're not going to believe this, but everything else they say, believe the science.
Point, right? Ask them. Okay, well
She's wearing a bright rainbow, so she has like 19 boosters.
Pretend I'm not fat. What's your differential diagnosis? A differential diagnosis is what else could it be?
Literally everything I just said. You're fat because of all those reasons and you have that. It's both.
And now you're going to make them actually do their job and think, well, what if she wasn't fat? What else could it be?
I love it. Hey, if we're living in an alternate reality when you actually took care of your health and did all this, what could it be? Well, that's not reality. Again, these people continuously, you see the pattern. They want you, they're trying to get you to suspend reality and not use logic and not believe that's not how the world works. It's the same thing as saying, well, imagine I was perfectly healthy and I didn't have this, that, and the other, and I wasn't fat. I exercise all the time. What could it be? That's not even a worthwhile conversation. That's not the case. What if I was a different person that took care of themselves? What would it be? What?
Doctors should be able to do this. They drilled for this in medical school.
No, they didn't.
To look for differential diagnoses. So
okay, maybe they did.
Again, don't bother
not nutrition,
arguing
though.
with a biased doctor about weight and blah blah blah. They're biased. Whatever.
Yeah, but believe them with everything else. They're biased. Whatever. These are the people that are desperate and doctors this, doctor. All these fat people that have to go to the doctor all the time because they're so unhealthy are always complaining about the diagnosis they get. You go into a doctor who's telling you why you're sick, and they don't even necessarily know all the time. They don't talk about your habits, but like, you're morbidly obese. What that means is your terrible habits that have led to the morbidity of your obesity is the cause of all these other problems too. Now you're saying it's because I'm fat. It's because of all the habits that have also resulted in you being fat. I know, it's just such common sense. It's fucking retarded.
Say, okay, what would your differential diagnosis be?
10 seconds.
They should be able to answer you. If not, go to another doctor, which I would recommend anyway. You don't.
What you just said is one of the most insanely
biased
idiotic
against fat
things I
people.
have ever heard.
You mean
at no point
telling
in
you
your
what the
rambling,
reason is?
incoherent response were you even close to any that could be considered a rational thought.
Hot mess.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Hashtag Swole season for a chance to win today's Swole card. Last video, this one's called Cookies. Ooh, cookies, I have it.
Hello, baby.
Oh, I got the soundboard for that. Wait. Who told you could eat my cookies? Who told you could eat my cookies? These are my cookies. They belong to me. Yeah.
These are so unhealthy, I can't believe you're eating them. No, they aren't. They're just processed sugar and carbs. You cannot tell me that's healthy. You're describing something not being nutrient dense, which true, these aren't, but me eating one right now is health promoting.
It's not. That's fucking poison. Literal poison. Okay, let's continue.
How? I wanted one, so I ate one without guilt or shame present. But
oh, if I delude myself and I lie to myself and I pretend I'm living in an alternate reality where this isn't actual chemical trash, it doesn't do anything to me because it's all in my head. I can eat this guilt-free and it's fine. These people are retarded.
Until someone pulled up a chair. By doing that, I actually crave these less and can eat them in more moderation.
If I don't feel guilty about eating garbage, I actually eat less of it. Yeah, that's a great way to fix food addiction, is to tell people, hey, if you're addicted to meth, just do a little bit. Just do some meth in moderation. You're an alcoholic, just drink a little bit in moderation. That'll help an alcoholic. Anyone? Look, you have to start treating food. It's an addiction. It's made to be an addiction. Just a little heroin. It's just a little Harry. And this is going to be a little bit. Just a little shot. Just one. Just a bump. Just a fucking bump.
I think that's pretty health promoting. I bet I can find a high protein copycat recipe for those by my girly pop at healthbabe_XOXO.
God, I want to punch her in the cunt. Holy shit. I want to, oh my God. Cunt punt for the win. Oh, I am.
Make me happy.
To the moon, Alice. Bang, zoom.
She's got it all. You do you. I'll see you when you ask me to share some of this one after you've eaten 8 of those trying to hit the spot. And your willpower inevitably crumbles.
Hate. I don't say that a lot. Usually I say it's about what the person's saying. No, hate. I can actually say, I think I hate this person. I think I really do. I think I really do.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right
I feel
in
it.
your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
I feel it. I feel it through my entire body, and I don't regret it at all. I can say that with a clear conscience. I feel it radiating out of me. That is just I detest your existence. Okay. Sick fuckery. Let's do. All right, let's do this. We got a throwback, and then we'll do the swole card.
People talk about black women being obese.
Whoa.
People talk about black women being obese. I hate it because it becomes a way to blame us for a set of conditions that we didn't create.
Shut your fat mouth.
I don't know. Taco Tuesday doesn't eat itself.
We are living in the Trump era.
Jesus Christ.
And look, those policies kill our people.
Are you fucking stupid?
Trump was president for 4 years, and the country was more successful than it has been forever. The economy was awesome. 4 years. I don't think people have been fat only in the last 4 years. Yeah, I don't think it's Trump at all. We live in the Trump era. No, you live in the McDonald's, Burger King. You live in the 7-Eleven Big Gulp era.
Black women, when we do the same diets as white women, we lose less weight and we lose it slower. It's literally that the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
What the fuck are you talking about? Wow, that is the most racist bullshit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
I don't believe you people.
What do you mean?
All right, man. Jesus Christ. Kentucky Fried Racism. Let's get into today's swole card. Let's give it away. We have an amazing swole card. It is hashtag swole season. let's give that shit away to one lucky gentleman or gentlewoman. I don't know if I'd call the Swole fam gentle. I don't think I'd call the Swole fam ladies gentle, but maybe there's a gentle woman here somewhere. Gentlewoman. No one really dropped that hashtag. Did I not say enough? We got a winner. It's not a gentlewoman. It's a gentleman, I assume. I don't want to assume your gender. Jeff Tech 35. Maybe you are maybe you're a woman. Jeff Rinda? Jeff Arena? Maybe it's Jeff Arena. Maybe Jeff Arena. I don't know. I don't want to assume your gender. Jeff Tech 35. Send us an email to supportasunumers.com. Swolecard 3072 in the subject. Your mailing address in the body of the email. I agree, Sheena. There's no such thing as a gentle swole slut. It just don't exist. It just don't exist. Congratulations, and use this swole season card and be proud and rock it. Fam, tomorrow is Friday, is our FEFcast. You know what to do. Hit the like button, share the show with your friends, leave a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Please, let's get those reviews up on Spotify. Let's get to I want to get to 1,000 reviews. So bump that up. Take a moment. That's like touching the tip. That's like giving me like a little high five to the tip. You know, slap the knowledge cock with the 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And we'll be back tomorrow. We have FEF. We have an overtime right after for members. So again, join the fam. You'll get access to all of our programs, hundreds of yoga classes, meditation sessions. We have the new app dropping soon. Members get first access. So swolenormousx.com. Join now. And let's get after it tomorrow for 3073. Thanks for being here. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Ay, yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new